Welcome back to our Python data science tutorial series. So today we are discussing about Pandas, which is one of the most powerful and essential Python libraries for data manipulation and analysis. Whether you are cleaning, transforming, or analyzing data, so Panda has got you covered. So let's jump right in. Okay, so the first question is what is Panda? Panda is an open source Python library designed for working with structured data. It simplifies working with datasets, allowing you to clean, analyze, and visualize data effectively. At its core, Pandas provide two main data structures. The first one is series, and the second one is data frame. Okay, now move to our next part is how to install the Pandas. If you guys are not installed the Pandas in our last video, so how to install the Pandas library in Jupyter Notebook. So exclamation mark pip install Pandas, and now run the code. So I'm using the shortcut keys for run the code, shift plus enter. Okay, now select the environment. Now here you can see it connecting to the kernel. Okay, now here you can see the message requirement already satisfied. It's mean I already installed the Pandas library. Okay, so our next topic is introducing the Pandas series. So a series is like a column in a spreadsheet or one dimensional array in NumPy. So let's create one to understand the structure. So how we can do this? First we need to import the library. Import pandas as pd. Pd is the shortcut name of pandas. Okay, now we need to creating a series. So declare a variable data equal to pd dot series. Now the syntax is open and close bracket. Now inside the bracket you can use the square bracket. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40. Now print the data. Okay, so the series has an index on the left side and the value on the right side. So you can access elements using the index, as we already discussed in our last video how the index is working. Now we need to accessing the elements. So how we can do this? Accessing the element print function. Now use the variable which already declared. Now give the index from 0. So I enter the third one. Let's see what we will get. Okay, we get 40, which is on the third index. 0, 1, 2, 3. The next one is introducing the pandas data frame. So the data frame is the most important data structure in pandas. It's a two-dimensional table with rows and columns, just like an Excel spreadsheet. So let's create one. Creating a data frame. Okay, now again declare a variable data equal to. Now there is the syntax changed. Use the curly braces. This is the column name, this one. Now use the square bracket. Now this data comes under the name column. For example, I'm using Jack. The second one is Peterson, and the third one is Bob. Now the second column is age. Now again use the square bracket. These values comes under the age column. So 20, 30, and 35. Now the third column is we use score. Now again the square bracket, the score is 85, 78, 65. Okay, now we declare a variable again for data frame. So for shortcut we use a data frame. You can use anything, it's a variable. Variable name could be anything. Now we use pd, which is already imported in the above example. So pd dot, now here you can see the data frame. Enter, use this bracket. Now enter the variable which is data. Now use the print statement and write this variable which is data frame. Now enter. Now here you can see we have created a data frame with three columns: name, age, and score. So each column is like a series. I hope you guys understanding how the data frame is work. Okay, so now we exploring the data frame. So once you have a data frame, Pandas makes it easy to explore your data. Now here are some basic operations. For example, we need to view the first few rows. So how we can do this? Use the print statement. Use the variable name which is data frame df dot. For the top few rows we use the head function. Now run the code. Okay, so the head function will get the top 5 rows. Okay, now getting the column name. So how we can do this? Use the print statement again, use the df, and here use the columns. Now run. Now here you can see the column names which is name, age, score, and it will also get the data type which is object. Okay, now getting the data types. So how we can do this? Use the print df dot d type. Okay, it's types. Now here you can see each column data type. So the name is object, age column integer, score is also an integer. Okay, now we need to check for the missing values. So how we can do this? Again use the print function, use the variable name dot df dot is null, it's also a function dot sum. Now again run the code. So there is no null value, name 0, age 0, score 0. So these methods gives you an overview of your data set, helping you understand its structure and potential issues. Now data selection and indexing. So Pandas provides powerful ways to select and filter data. Let's see how it works. So selecting a column, again use the print function df, use the square bracket and enter the column name. So the first one we have a name. Now print this one. Now here you can see we just get the name column related data. Okay, so how to select a multiple column? Again use the print function, df nested square bracket. Now here you can use the column names. I'm getting name, and the last one is score. Now here you can see name and score. Okay, now filtering rows. How we can do this? Okay, declare a variable filtered data frame equal to, now again use the df square bracket, df inside the square bracket, again the square bracket, enter the age. We need to check on the age if check age is greater than 25. Now use the print statement and write a variable filtered df. Now here you can see there is only two persons whose age is greater than 25. Okay, again we change it, use the equal sign. We have age 20. We use 20. Now here you can see we get only one row. So as you can see, you can easily extract specific rows and columns to work on relevant data. Okay, now modifying data in data frames. So data frames are highly customizable. You can add, modify, or remove columns and rows. Okay, for example, I'm adding a new column. So use a df, use a square bracket, and enter the new column name, which is pass, equal to, again use df, use score greater than 60. Now print the data frame, df. Okay, now here you can see the fourth column is added, which is pass. And pass column also have a data. Why? Because we use a condition. Score is greater than 60. So all rows have score which is greater than 60. Okay, so what if we need to modifying the existing column? Okay, so again use the df, use the square bracket, enter the column name which you want to modify. So for example, I'm using age, equal to, again use df age plus 1. Add 1 with all of the age. For example, if there is 20, so it will be 21. 30, it will be 31. 35, it will be 36. Print the data frame, df. Now run the code. Now here you can see 21, 31 and 36. Okay, if you want to delete a column, so how we can do this? Drop a column. Okay, so again use df equal to df dot drop is a built-in function in Panda. Pass x is equal to 1. Now print the data frame. Okay, now here you can see this table have pass column. This one also have pass column with updated age, but this one is the updated from we drop the pass column. So this flexibility makes pandas the perfect tool for processing data. Now handling missing data. So handling missing data is a common task in a data science. So pandas makes it straightforward. So filtering the missing values. We use column age. So again we use with the condition tf age dot fill na 0 print df. If there is any data which have a null value, update that rows or columns with 0 where the value is 0. If you want to drop the column or rows which have the missing value, so how we can do this? Dropping rows with the missing values. So how we can do this? Again use the variable data frame equal to df dot drop na. Now again run the code. So you can either fill missing values with the default value or drop incomplete rows or columns altogether. So next one is grouping and aggregate data, which help you summarize data sets efficiently. So let's explore with an example. Grouping data, declare a variable grouped equal to df dot group by age score dot mean. Now use the print statement and write grouped. Now run. Now here you can see the mean value. This allow you to calculate statistics such as averages for specific group in your data. Okay, now importing and exporting data. Pandas makes it easy to read and write data from various file formats like CSV and Excel. In the environment setting video, we already mentioned how to read the CSV data. So again, we can do this. I hope you guys have the downloaded CSV file. Again, I am mentioning the link in the description. You can download the salary data file from there. So for reading the file, we need to import pandas library which is already imported. Now here you can see we already imported here. We just simply read the file data frame equal to pd dot read csv. Now give the path of the csv file, copy salary data as path name, paste here. First I am getting all the data. Okay, so now here you can see it will get all the data which are in the CSV file. Now I am getting only top 5 rows. So for this we use the head function. Now here you can see it will get only 5 rows. Okay, now how to exporting the data. So how we can do this? Writing a new file. So for this we use a df dot to csv. We need the data in the csv format. Enter the file name which you want to save. So I'm here, give the file name of the csv is output underscore data dot csv, index equal to false. Now again run the code. Now I'm check the exported file. Okay, also give the path where you want to save it. I will check the user. Okay, so I'm giving the path where the data will be saved. Again run the code. Now check. Okay, now here you can see the data is exported successfully. So with just one line of code you can load your data and save your results. Where is the original file? For better understanding, we save this data in the CSV format. So we use df.to underscore CSV. Path should be declared and enter the file name output data 1.csv. Now run the code and again check the folder. Okay, now here you can see the output data. So and that's it for today. Pandas tutorial. We covered everything from creating series and data frames to filtering, grouping, and exporting data. So, Panda is an essential library for any data science project, and mastering it will make your workflow much more efficient. So in this work file, I already write a few questions for you. So, in the next video, I will give a solution of all these questions. So before this video you can practice these questions. So don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next tutorial. So happy coding.